Happy Sentinels Tuesday, everybody. We're back with another special guest, my friend Miles again. Say hello, Miles.
Sup?
We are today showing off a deck that he made. It's Fawna, the Marketable Superpet. See, it says right there, Marketable Superpet. It's true. I want to take a moment to show off this character card that I made. Number one, that's not Fawna. That's about as close as I could get Googling. That's like some kind of thing from The Legend of Korra or Last Airbender.
Yeah.
And then I made this backside where he's an endling, and there's Yance Videro, and he's crying in her arms, and you can actually see him crying if you zoom in close enough, which I can't actually do. Why don't you go ahead and introduce us to Fawna, the character, the concept?
Well, Fawna basically is my attempt to fill a hole in the Sentinels lineup, because Super Pets have a long and illustrious history in comics, maybe not so recently, but Super Pets were and are a continuous thing, and so I like to add one. Super Pets are just fun characters. Fawna in particular, his backstory, for those of you who care, is he's a member of a race, I suppose, a species of, they're non-sentient, they're just these creatures that look kind of like a cross between a fawn and a cat, live on a far, far away planet. And while hurtling through the void, the Voyager spacecraft hit some cosmic radiation and picked up a large charge of it, and was sent hurtling through the void in some kind of weird comic book warp, where it crash landed on this planet, where Fawna was taking his very first baby steps out of his parents' den, and the thing crashed right next to him, sent him hurtling through the air, and while he was unconscious, his bones knit, his wounds closed, and when he woke up, he actually awoke, along with the ability to copy the powers of all the creatures around him, whereby he went to proceed to protect his people from all the villains, i.e. the predators that hunt his species. Several weeks later, Captain Cosmic was fighting Empyreon in the region. The battle sent them crashing to this planet, where Captain Cosmic found himself suddenly being assisted by this weird creature. After defeating Empyreon and copying the gift of speech from Captain Cosmic, he informed him that he had used the powers granted by his people to help protect his people, because he knew of humans, because he had the golden disc from the Voyager spacecraft, and he knew it was the humans that had given him his powers and the ability to protect his people, and followed him to Earth. He took the name Fawna after misinterpreting Tachyon's first reaction to him, and has since used his boundless optimism, love of humanity, odd powers, and complete lack of understanding of the world around him to help the heroes fight some of their implacable foes. For the backside of his card, the whole story idea is that during the 90s they decided to update Fawna to make him darker, more realistic and gritty, and the obvious way to do that was Fawna killed all the predators on his planet, so there was an ecological crisis that destroyed his people. This storyline gets dropped in the kids' versions of it, which most of the people like. That's the story behind the back end, is that, that's not a good thing for something to suddenly happen.
Yeah.
Consequences to action suck.
Alright, and this is not my first time playing Fawna. We've tested the deck before, and he's a fun support character. We are, of course, fighting Akash'Bhuta today, because I realized I haven't fought her on the stream, and she's pretty much my favorite villain. We've got Haka, we've got Young Legacy, we've got Chrono Ranger, and we've got the mobile defense platform, and they are all themed, other than Akash'Bhuta, around Fawna's deck, because his main mechanic is he has gifts that other heroes have given him, and you'll see some of those as the game progresses. These are all heroes that have given him gifts, and actually I don't know what the mobile defense platform is for.
That's from his captured sidekick card.
Oh, the captured sidekick card. Okay, maybe I'll get one of those too. But Akash'Bhuta is going to start us off with some Arboreal Phalanges. The top card of the deck. Please keep an eye on that. I'm really bad at running Akash'Bhuta correctly. Go Haka.
They should look at my cards and determine what they do. No reasonable reason why I shouldn't punish the weak. Then punch the Phalanges for 3.
Yeah, Legacy.
Has Fortitude. Then punch the Eye Blast, the Arboreal Phalanges for 3.
The Phalanges should have dealt damage.
Should have. I was wondering.
Haka takes 3 retroactively. I was like, holy crap, I need to flip the top card of the environment deck. And then that's it. That's the whole turn. Alright.
Retroactive ouchies.
Fawna's going to start off with the Legacy Cape. It's a little cape for Fawna to wear. Whenever you discard a card, select a hero other than Fawna. Increase the next damage dealt by that hero by 1. Whenever a gift is destroyed, Fawna regains 3 HP. So, his power is Mascot. Discard up to 2 cards. Let me see if I actually want to discard 2. Probably not. I would like to play one of those. But I will discard a card and increase Chrono Ranger's next damage by 1. Draw a card and remember which card is his. Chrono Ranger starts off with Displaced Armory because why wouldn't he? Because he wants his hat. Because you do not mess with a man's hat. 2 damage to the phalanges. Oh, perfect. And then for my second card, Terrible Tech Strike, 3 damage to the phalanges, and then 1 more from my power, and she hits herself for 12. We're off to a great start. Only go downhill from here. Mobile Defense Platform, Battalion Mechanic, she gets to play a card. Disrupt the field. So he goes away, play the top card of the villain deck, destroy 4 hero ongoing cards. That's everything but the hat. There's many cards on the top of the environment deck as cards destroyed by this card, so that's 3. And then she plays the top card of the environment deck. It's the propulsion systems, which means she gets to play another card. And it's more Morale Phalanges, which means we discard 1 more card. And her turn resolves, and the Phalanges hit Haka for 3 again. Was it that not an ongoing?
Equipment and
Oh, that's equipment. Sorry,
yeah,
shit. I thought that was an ongoing. I don't know why I did that. So we'll just put 1 more card back on top. Haka takes 3.
Then punch the phalanges for another 2. Card. Okay.
Legacy.
I protect myself. Hurting things more. That succeeds.
Excellent.
Punch for 4 to the phalanges.
Flying eyeball punch of energy.
That's my turn.
Okay, Fawna plays Hero Worship. Whenever a player other than you discards a card, Fawna regains 1 hit point. Then he's going to use his mascot power to discard a card and give Chrono Ranger a plus. I forget, he's got like a draw card right somewhere.
Yeah, he's got a big count.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm looking for. Okay, Chrono Ranger is going to start with a sudden contract. I think I'm going to go pragmatic. Kill on sight on the phalanges. 1. And then just doing my job. What do you want to discard for poor Chrono Ranger?
Here's 1.
Too bad Fawna's at full.
I know, right? There's another one.
And I think Fawna's going to even though...
Weird.
I know, it is weird. Draw 2 cards. That's good. That's helpful. Thank you very much. Plug that for 1, and then plug it for 1 more with my power. Mobile Defense Platform plays a shield. Probably a good thing, because then she gets to play Earth Sacrifice, destroy 4 hero ongoing cards. Now she does get 3, and that's actually it. Now it's her turn.
Phalanges on it?
That was the environment turn.
Oh, that's the environment turn, right.
Yeah, it's going to get using real quick. Oh, Primeval Eruption. A Rock Slide and a Carapace. Plays 1 card. It's ensnaring brambles. Alright. Okay, phalanges hit Legacy for 3. Rock Slide hits everybody for 2, including the environment targets. And Fawna cannot deal damage. How terrible. Go Haka.
Elbow smash some brambles. Then punch those self-same card. Bolster allies. When we draw a card.
Yay!
3 damage to the brambles.
I will play Handy Distraction. 1 hero other than Fawna deals the target 2 projectile damage. Let's have Legacy do that. Why don't you hit those...
Phalanges?
Yeah.
Let's go ahead and do that.
Patooey! And then Chrono Ranger gets to draw 3 cards. He's a good boy and he deserves it, even though he's kind of a jerk. All for 11. And then Fawna will discard a card and give Chrono 1. Alright, man, Chrono Ranger has all the things that he can do. Let's start with an eye on the prize and kill those brambles. Off 8 damage. A card, Sudden Contract. Ultimate target on Akash'Bhuta. The best way to kill the Buddha. Rock Slide for 1. Second card play, actually going to go with the Neurotoxin Dart Thrower. And I will hit the Rock Slide for 1 with that and reduce its damage. Mobile Defense Platform. It's a Gunner, she gets to play a card. It's brambles, fine. 1 more to go. And in the environment turn, Battalion Gunner hits each hero target for 1 energy damage. And it's her turn. Entomb. Oh dear, somebody can deal with that. Rock Slide hits everything for 1, and they all soak it, and Fawna still can't deal damage. Okay, go Haka.
Get the minion back out. Let's punch some brambles for 2. Card. Let's flying smash. Got 3 targets out there. 3 more to the brambles.
Can't deal damage, so it's time for Captured Sidekick. When this card enters play, immediately end your turn. Villain and environment cards cannot be played. Start of your turn, discard your hand, destroy all gifts, and destroy this card.
It's kind of sad that you're playing it this early on. You haven't really gotten stuff going.
I know.
Because his primary mechanic we haven't really got into is when he discards card, his gifts give him abilities.
Mm-hmm.
And we lose his gifts, his other gifts give him abilities.
I was hoping I can get something good.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, eye on the prize. Let's kill the brambles. 5, 6, 7, 8. And then he can use a power to hit the Rock Slide for 1 and reduce damage. Eye on the prize. Rock Slide. Ranger's Mark. Kill on sight on the brambles. Carapace for 1. And for my second card play, Terrible Tech Strike. Rock Slide for 2. Heals herself 9 damage. 1. Hit for 1 again. Okay. Can't play cards. Haha. Environment turn. Nothing happens. Villain turn. Well, all non-villain targets take 4 psychic damage. Well, that's good. She took out the Gunner. And then Entomb goes away, and she can't play cards. Haka, get that for 1 because of ultimate.
Yaha!
Yay.
I'll do 2 targets, 3 damage. Mountain's Carapace, and Buddha. Let's do 3 damage to Barrett.
The damage, which is actually okay. Start of Fawna's turn, discard my hand. I'll give a +1 to Chrono Ranger, +1 to Haka. Destroy all gifts. Fawna regains 3 HP, and destroy that card. And then he skips to draw 2. Well, that's useful. Okay, Chrono Ranger can do all the things right now. Sudden Contract. By any means, I will play Eye on the Prize. Armory, get my crossbow, best card ever. Use the compound bow to hit her for 3 and 3. That was a lot of damage. Okay, now we shuffle the trash into the deck. Flips. MDB Turbo Lift. Structure or level. Oh, this is nice. It'll flip her a little quicker. It's a birth. MDP Turbo Lift destroys itself, so Haka draws a card. Alright. Oh, cripes. Destroy 4 equipment cards. Restore all environment targets and primeval limbs to the max HP. We have 4 equipment cards. Oh. On the upside, Propulsion System. That's her turn, though. Taking 1 more damage from everything.
There. Do 3 damage. Buck, do 1 target, 3 melee damage. Draw a card. Deal same target, 3 energy damage. Forward enough.
Yes. Alright, I'm going to play Temporary Tomoko. That's a gift. Whenever you discard a card, select a hero target other than Fawna, reduce the next damage of that target by 1. Whenever a gift is destroyed, you may destroy an environment card. That'll be useful eventually. I will use Mascot to discard a card and reduce the next damage dealt to Legacy. Oh good, I got mid-combat nap. I can only play 1 card, but that's 2, 3, 4 damage to her. Okay, MDP. Sky Deck, that destroys the birth. Haka draws a card. Environment turn. Akash'Bhuta plays a Carapace, and that's her turn. Go Haka.
Get Ayaha out.
Yay.
Do damage to Carapace and to Akash'Bhuta herself.
Awesome.
Draw a card. Firing Presence, everyone heal a point.
Yay.
Then 4 damage to the
Alright, mid-combat nap. Draw 3 cards. You can see why that's necessary. Fawna regains 3 hit points. I will discard a card with my power and use the next damage dealt to Chrono Ranger by 1. Okay. Ranger's mark on sight on the Carapace. Yeah, I'll use Danny Boy to hit it for a bunch, killing it, which means number 1, I get to draw 3 cards. Number 2, she deals herself 11 damage. Number 3, I get to hit her for 3 damage with my other power. And then, because of Danny Boy, I also get to hit her for 4 damage. Oh, right, and the Carapace goes under her deck. That also cards a card off the environment deck. Okay, environment turn. Dying mechanic. Nothing else happens. Akash'Bhuta's turn. Entomb. Ah, I can do something about that this time. Woo! Go Haka.
Vitality Surge, I suppose. And then 2, 3 damage to Akash'Bhuta.
Let's see.
Bolster allies.
Yay.
4 damage to Akash'Bhuta.
I'll play Quiet Contemplation, which is his gift from Mr. Fixer, right?
Mm-hmm.
Whenever you discard a card, another player may take up to 2 cards from their trash and shuffle them into their deck. Whenever a gift is destroyed, Fawna may deal a target 2 melee damage. And then I will use my power. Will reduce the next damage dealt to Haka by 1. And I'm going to give the 2 shuffle cards to Chrono Ranger if no one finds. Okay, play number 1, Displaced Armory, or Hat. Yay, Hat back, and hit her for 3. Play number 2, Temporal Grenade. I will then use as my power to hit her for 3 and destroy Entomb. Environment turn, Gunner guy. He hits everybody for 1. The only person who takes any damage is Fawna.
Yay!
I'm helping. Akash'Bhuta. Primal Eruption. Wambles. Okay, everybody take 2 from the Rock Slide, and yeah, Legacy cannot deal damage. That sucks. Okay, Haka. Lock something.
Get Tomoko out. 3 damage to Brambles and Rock Slide. Card. I can't deal with damage.
That sounds like a great idea.
Rogue Interception. For my power. Pew pew pew. Oh, whatever. I pew 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 anyway.
You're stuck in the brambles.
Let my record show pew pew pew.
Okay, I'm going to play Modified HUD Goggles. Whenever you discard a card, another player may draw a card. Whenever a gift is destroyed, you may play a card. I'm going to skip my power because I want to play that last card, but it'll do something cool next round. Found Jim's old hat. Okay, play number 1, Whole Gang on Bramble. Play number 2, Hunter and Hunted. For my power, I will use Danny Boy. I can hit 3 targets. I'm doing 6 damage. So first I will hit the Rock Slide, and then I'll hit the Carapace, and I will hit Brambles, which, number 1, we discard a card. Number 2, she hits herself for 9. Number 3, I can use a power. I'll hit the Carapace for 2. Number 4, the Whole Gang destroys Living Rock Slide. It means we discard a thing, and she hits herself for 10. And those both go under the deck. Oh my god, this is insane. I love it. And I will take lots of damage if there is any damage to be taken. Environment turn. It's another shield generator. That's good. That'll protect them from the Rock Slide. Battalion Mechanic heals each structure for 1. Also good. The Battalion Gunner hits everybody for 1. Oh, and he only hits Legacy as a Heroic Interception. Thank you.
Welcome.
Thank you very much. And you can draw damage now. Draw damage. Phalanges. Alright. They hit nobody for nothing because of heroic interception. Go Haka.
Elbow smash.
Smash that. Discard a card. I get to use a power. I will deal 2 targets, 4 damage each.
And 3 damage to Phalanges and her.
First
Goes away. Solution. 4 damage to the Phalanges.
Boom. She hit herself 13. And I hit her for 2, 4, 6. Okay. Fawna is going to play Listening to the Wise. Draw 4 cards and destroy a gift. His gift, quote-unquote, from Scholar. I will destroy modified HUD goggles, so I can play a card. I think I will play Jim's old hat, which won't count for the destruction there. But the other 2 will. Fawna deals a target 2 melee damage. 3, 4. Wow. And I can destroy an environment card. I'm going to destroy the Sky deck because that's the only thing I can destroy safely without giving her a card play. And then, discard a card. Reduce the next damage dealt to Legacy by 1. Does anybody want to take cards from their trash and shuffle them into their deck? Go for it. Another hero may deal a target 1 projectile damage. Chrono Ranger, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 projectile damage to Akash'Bhuta.
Yeah.
That was over in a hurry.
Yeah.
You didn't even get to see most of what Fawna can do, although that turn was actually fairly indicative.
Yeah.
Destroy a gift, discard some stuff, everything happens.
If it wasn't for like the first few turns of everyone losing everything,
yeah,
this wound up being much more of a showcase of Chrono Ranger than Fawna.
Well, Chrono Ranger is the best hero to play against Akash'Bhuta, just hands down. Nobody's better. I wasn't even thinking about that when I picked him.
I do think, looking at the cards, I think I need to get at least the art descriptions and flavor text on Fawna's cards to show off exactly what they are a bit better, because as they are there, they lose a little bit of something. They may also be like, I'm proud of it. That's my baby, so I get to have opinions about it, and they don't matter.
I am looking forward to that variant that you were telling me about the other day.
Oh, which one? I have 2.
Well, that's right, you have 2. I forgot. I'm specifically looking forward to the gritty Fawna.
There's the corporate meddling Fawna, which is he's all grown up and moody and all that. And his power is Brood, in which he gives away his gifts to other people, and they count for other people.
I actually privately think that he would look more like that.
A bit more like that, yeah.
Probably with like a leather jacket and some spikes.
Scar over one eye.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then the other variant I've come up with is fanfic Fawna, which is not completely non-canon. His power is Mary Sue, which allows him to declare until the start of his next turn that he is the highest or the lowest HP hero. Whether that's true or not, he declares, I'm the highest, I'm the lowest. And he remains there. Which allows, because he can actually tank fairly well to get the right things out.
Yes, he can.
Especially when you have certain cards he can play, like Ignorant Dangers.
Ignorant of the Dangers is a great card. That one is when he's dealt damage by a hero target or just by another target?
By a hero target.
By a hero target, you reduce damage dealt to him by 1 until the start of his turn.
So the whole idea is, Ignorant of the Dangers, he's jumping out in front of everybody, he's taking a couple hits here and there, but tough little bastard.
Yes, he is.
And so
And he's got some very good healing on his side. But for the most part, it's you put your gifts out, discard cards, you get a whole bunch of Parse-style effects that are more than just the one thing that Parse can do with that. And I like him. He's a fun support character. He is still technically in development, but he works pretty darn well.
You get some art for him and make him all prettified.
And for the record, the thread that I'll be linking to in the video description is controlled by me. Miles doesn't have a Board Game Geek account, but you can go there, check out the deck, leave feedback if you want to, and I will get that to him. I think that's all for this fight. Remember, Tabletop Simulator and the Reavers Sentinels and Cauldron DLC are not licensed graded in the game's products. Please support the official release and flip.